Welcome to Haunted Chronicles, where evil doesn't always hide in the shadow. Sometimes it smiles and waves to the neighbors and goes to church. Tonight, a killer who wore a mask of normalcy and a house where spirits don't just whisper, they scratch. This is The Devil You Know. In Wichita, Kansas, between 1974 and 1991, for over 30 years, the city lived in fear of a phantom who named himself BTK, blind, torture, and kill. A serial killer who stalked his victims, watched them, broke into their homes, and ended their lives with methodical, monstrous precision. 10 victims, women, children, and entire families. He left taunting notes for police, typed letters, cut out magazine clippings, demanded credit, craving control, and then he vanished. For over a decade, silence. Wichita exhaled, thinking the nightmare was over, until 2004, BTK resurfaced, sending a floppy disk to police. He thought it was untraceable, but it wasn't. A hidden file led investigators to a church computer registered to Dennis Rader, a Cub Scout leader, city compliance officer, and president of his church. They arrested him in broad daylight, in uniform, polite and smiling. The man next door, the one who held the doors open, the one who murdered. Evil doesn't always wear a mask. Sometimes it wears a badge. So from there, about 2 hours northeast in Atchison, Kansas, another darkness waits behind the walls. The Sallie House, named after a little girl who allegedly died there during a failed appendectomy. But what remains inside might not be her. In the 90s, a couple moved in with their newborn. Voices echoed through the empty rooms, appliances turned on by themselves, lights flickered even when they were unplugged, and then the scratches began, not on the walls, on the husband, deep welts, fresh claw marks, caught on camera, appearing in real time while he stood completely still. Some believe Sally's ghost is just angry, but others, psychics, investigators, say Sallie isn't there anymore, that something else is using her name as bait. Growls in the dark, unexplained fires, men push down the stairs. In the basement, a cold presence always watching. Some spirits want to be seen, others want to be feared. The Sallie House is no playground, it's a warning. So, here are 3 creepy facts to haunt your day. There is a psychiatric disorder where people believe they're already dead. It's called Cotard's delusion. I did not know that. Some people experience exploding head syndrome, hearing loud bangs during their sleep. The human brain stays active for several minutes after death, sometimes longer. They always say like the last sense to go is your hearing, so that's cool that they have like 7 minutes after you die. Well, in Wichita, a man walked freely among his neighbors while keeping trophies from his victims in a filing cabinet. In Atchison, a house lures the curious and punishes the living. Evil doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it knocks politely. Catch me on the next episode, The Walls Have Eyes. Make sure to follow, like, and share if you live for spooky stories and haunted history and paranormal chills. Have your own creepy experience or ghost stories? Feel free to send it to me at halfhauntedpodcast@gmail.com. I'd be glad to share it. Until then, stay curious and always stay haunted.